There have been at least 6 men killed and 1 woman injured by a serial murderer in California since last year. But the motive for the killings has not been identified by law enforcement.
Well, we've established a multi-agency task force made up of our federal, state, and local partners to find this individual or these individuals responsible for these murders and to bring them to justice. As the public could see, we released a video last week that provides some description of this individual, some of his or her, some of their behavior, their mannerisms, approximate height, 5'10" to 6 feet, 6 feet tall. As you stated earlier, this individual, these murders have happened late in the evening, early in the morning, so we're encouraging the public just to be on heightened alert.
The shootings in Stockton and Oakland, which happened around 70 miles apart in Northern California, were linked by ballistics testing and some video footage. The Stockton police chief, Stanley McFadden, commented on the gun which was used in the massacre. He stated, quote, "I have absolutely no answer as to why that pistol stayed inactive for over 400 days between the shootings in April 2021 and the first case this summer." Authorities revealed on the 8th of October that 5 men had been attacked and shot to death in the dark in Stockton. 2 further instances from the previous year, a man's death in Oakland and a woman's non-fatal shooting in Stockton, had been connected to those slayings. Some of the victims were homeless, while others were not.
This person or these persons are on a mission to kill. That's what they're doing.
A $125,000 reward is announced for any useful information that can result in an arrest related to the case. Police are receiving hundreds of leads every day and submitting additional evidence in cases linked to other crimes in the recent series of shootings. All the fatal attacks took place within a few square miles around the Stockton area between the 8th of July and the 27th of September. None of the victims appeared to have known one another, and none were robbed or physically assaulted before being killed. The shootings also don't seem to have anything to do with gangs or drugs. During the investigation into one of the alleged Stockton crimes, a 46-year-old lady claimed that on April 16, 2021, at around 3:20 a.m., she was inside her tent when she heard someone wandering around outside. When she walked out of her tent, she came face to face with someone armed with a gun.
The train started to come towards me. I mean, I was on the side, and then a man came around the corner, or whoever came around the corner, and they already had the gun out, and they just started shooting.
The woman was shot many times by the culprit, but she attempted to fight back by moving closer to her attacker. Then the shooter put down his weapon and went away from the place, leaving the woman to die there with her injuries. A total of $95,000 was also offered by the city of Stockton, Stockton Crime Stoppers, and the owner of a local construction business for information related to this case. An unknown person of interest, who was seen in videos from several of the Stockton homicide crime scenes, was dressed entirely in black and wearing a black cap. The Stockton victims were identified by the San Joaquin County Office of the Medical Examiner as the 35-year-old Paul Yaw, who was shot dead on July 8th, Salvador Dubity Jr., 43, who was killed on the 11th of August, a young man, 21-year-old Jonathan Hernandez Rodriguez, who died on the 30th of August, and the last 2 victims were Juan Cruz, 52, and Lawrence Lopez Sr., 54. These people were just out there at the wrong place, at the wrong time, and at the wrong circumstance. The police officer, Joseph Silva, said, quote, "To be really honest, we just don't know. Whoever is out there doing this is undoubtedly very bold and brazen."
So listen, there's no motive that has been established at this point, but we're just telling the public, if you have any information that can lead to the arrest of this individual, these individuals responsible, now's the time to speak up. There's a $125,000 reward out there. This community has come together. Our public, private, nonprofit partnerships have really came together to make that award what it is, that reward what it is at today. And I anticipate that that's going to go up, because there's one thing that the residents of Stockton do when we experience a time and a moment of crisis. We come together and we grow stronger, and we will get to the bottom of this.
We watched his patterns and determined early this morning he was on a mission to kill. He was out hunting.
I felt so much joy for the families and relief knowing that we don't have to be paralyzed by fear anymore and anxiety in our community.